So Richard Sherman's talking again, huh?
Yes.
I'm Team Sherman, man.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm big time Team Sherman on this.
This will be an interesting one to find out where you stand on it.
He's a good enough guy.
He showed a lot of excitement after an amazing conclusion to
Yeah, what are you going to do?
a great game. Period.
Sorry, playing with my teeth.
Are you?
This
I'll
is-
put him back in.
This is what Mr. Sherman said yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason it bothers me is because it seems like it's the accepted way of calling somebody the N-word nowadays. You know, it's like everybody else said the N-word, and then they say thug, and they're like, oh, that's fine. And that's where it's kind of, you know, it kind of takes me aback, and it's kind of disappointing because they know what's the definition of a thug really. You know, can a guy on a football field just talking to people, you know, maybe I'm talking loudly and doing something, you know, talking like I'm not supposed to, but I'm not, you know, there was a hockey game where they didn't even play hockey. They just threw the puck aside and started fighting. I saw that and I said, oh man, I'm the thug? What's going on here? Jeez.
Well, there's a couple things.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm still Team Sherman.
I'm Team Sherman. I'll be honest.
He's not a thug.
I'll be
obviously.
honest. I'll be honest with you though. I didn't know much about Mr. Sherman before the interview after the end of that game.
When your first impression is just that interview,
My
it's
first
like,
impression
uh-oh.
was like, holy fuck, this gangster got into this gangbanger. I'll be honest. I'm like, wow, there's a gangbanger in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like a real, true life gangbanger.
right,
Like he was scary.
yelling.
I loved everything he said, but I'm like, wow, this guy don't fucking play.
barely understandable.
And then,
right.
and that's the impression everyone got at
Yeah.
first. And then you do just a little research and you realize he's really not that guy, you know,
Not
all
at
the
all.
time.
You listen
I mean,
to
when he's
interviews with
competing,
him, yeah.
when he's competing, he don't play, obviously.
You have to be like that.
But he went to
in football,
Stanford.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of fucking, you know, star athletes get that.
Oh, they go to school, but they don't learn much.
They don't have to actually, you know, do much.
Right, right.
But it seems like he's actually a really good student.
Yeah, smart guy.
He came from
very articulate.
and
articulate.
and pulled himself out of a hellhole.
Yep.
Compton,
Motherfucking Ice Cube.
man.
Yeah.
So I mean, to be fair, you can see why a lot of people use the word thug and all that because
That's the first impression.
the first impression
Yeah.
was a rough one,
And he's
for a lot of people.
He's not a thug, and I don't think you could say thug is a replacement for nigger. It doesn't. It's not. It's two different things. It honestly is.
His hockey example was good, though.
That is a good
like
example.
Because you don't hear those guys. I don't think it means nigger, but I think it means like a black bad guy. Because you don't hear the hockey players referred to as thugs. It's like, wow, that's what hockey's
You
all
can hear
about.
like thug, yeah, or well, you know what? An acceptable term is a goon, like he's gooning it up on the ice. A goon. It's different for different instances. Yeah, I think black guys that are that over aggressive kind of, they'll get the thug label,
right?
But that's just the way it is. Like everybody gets a fucking label put on them. Everyone,
of course.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. So I don't know. I don't buy that. That's a replacement word. You know.
But it does seem racial.
Although we do need a workaround.
I don't think.
I kind of like it as a workaround.
But he's talking about the Twitter haters, right? Mostly, probably, because that's where it exploded. Those people
And the
are-
media.
Oh, and the media used it as well.
The media
okay.
call him a thug. The Twitter people just use the N-word.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, they're not looking for replacement
They don't
words
need a
yet.
code word. They don't need a code word.
Yeah, they're all in still.
Right.
Until like Twitter decides to do something crazy and start banning words.
Yeah.
Then they'll find replacement words.
I hope Twitter doesn't ever go down that road.
No, I kind of like
I'm
it
sure
the way it is.
They'll ruin it.
It's been around a while.
doing pretty well.
Holding pretty fast.
About 5 years. A little more than 5, but I mean, it really started getting hot about 5 years ago. We got another great football story.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, boy, do we.
Sticking with the whole Super Bowl motif.
Well, this
huh?
is our Super Bowl material we're doing for
Boy, are
everybody.
they petrified about the weather. Holy shit, are they
They're
just...
starting to realize, wow, maybe this wasn't a good idea. You see what the Times Square set up for Fox, and you see everyone just miserable. Like, why are we doing this?
Why
This is
the
stupid.
fuck?
There's a million warm cities.
Why aren't we in Miami?
Right.
Guys, don't you hope it's like it was? I hope it's like this.
Of course.
I want a blizzard and 0 degree temperature.
6 degrees.
Yes.
What horrible timing, because they started looking at New York thinking, you know what, the winters aren't really
What
that
are the
bad.
odds that it's going to be bad on that day?
Right, if they get hit every once in a while, but in general, we could easily see the temperatures in the 30s or 40s. That's doable.
As long as you have your hat and your credit card holders.
Leg warmers.
Leg warmers.
I guess that audio got passed around a little bit.
Yeah.
Within the whole Mike Francesa world.
And the Francesa community.
Yeah, they're loving it.
It is fucking
They're
great.
loving our breakdown of his Super Bowl gift bag.
Oh, they enjoyed it?
They loved it.
If you need a credit card holder, you got to use your credit card holder.
They're mittens, but they got fingers, so they're gloves.
Fingers. These are mittens with fingers, so they're Super Bowl gloves. Super Bowl gloves. Super Bowl hat. Super Bowl. He's the greatest.
Yeah. But they really thought, oh, come on, we could do this. And man, the 1 year where we're really getting hit with some real shit.
Fucking cold weather.
And it's going to be close, right? This weather's not pushing out for at least another 4 or 5 days.
I know, once we have the winter,
close.
this is the winter of the polar vortex.
Right.
Look out, people.
Would you be happy if it was like -6 and a rain blizzard?
Rain blizzard. Like just ice falling from the sky.
Just an ice bowl.
Oh, that would be great.
I love that. Everybody's slipping.
What are they looking at, though? See, they might just skate, though.
Yeah, they will. It'll be 40 and fucking
Next
nice.
Saturday's 34. They don't have Sunday up there yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they got all the way to next
hard.
Saturday, and they're saying Saturday will be 34 degrees.
It's
still
so
cold,
hard to go that far into the future with weather.
You can laugh at the 30s.
30s is still cold, though. 34
You
degrees.
can laugh. You can sit in a stadium if it's 35 degrees. That's nothing.
I'll be
What's
sitting
that?
in the Cumia Stadium.
That's nothing.
That's where I'll be.
That's where I'll be,
Watching
too.
it. Yes,
With
exactly.
a fucking nice rod in my spandex.
Oh, nice.
Why? I don't know.
Nice rod.
It's just a fun thing.
Why
in
do
the
you
Super
go over
Bowl.
there with spandex?
Spandex.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, at least I'm going to wear I'm not going to wear the white pair this year.
Aunt Fran likes it. Walk up to my aunt, rub it on her leg.
Watch your cat claw it.
Plays with it like a cat toy.
Right now it says like 39 degrees on Sunday.
Yeah, they're going to be fine.
That could change.
But you
That's
can't,
still pretty
it's too
fucking
far
cold.
in
It's way too
But
far.
all the activities start now. Like the Times Square right outside this fucking building.
Yeah.
They got all sorts of shit set up.
Roads are going to be shut down.
I've never seen them get the weather right when you're talking longer than a week.
Oh, I haven't.
You know?
No, yeah, a lot could change, but
Yeah.
they're starting to figure it out that far in advance, though.
They are getting better at it, but I mean,
They're starting to figure that shit out.
they have their models. They're like, oh, our computer models are
I
showing.
don't know if they can figure out snowstorms that far in advance.
No, that's just it.
Shit starts, fucking
It just
mingling.
blows up, and
They start
things
mingling.
starts twirling around in the sky.
Oh, what's going over here?
We didn't see that swirling yesterday.
Well, that swirl is mingling with that swirl.
Oh, no.
And now they're a couple.
This could be dangerous. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we got a football story. You want to hear this one?
I certainly do.
We'll go into this one cold.
Brr.
A teammate learned that
An idiot. Everything's a pun or a fucking joke or a...
But burr. The cold sound.
Of course, it's cold.
Going into this cold.
a teammate learned that Lombardi had picked me up off waivers and said, you're going to love the Redskins and you're going to love all the people, and especially you're going to love Jerry Smith. And he says, he's your kind of guy. And I thought, wow, that was interesting. One night when we did get together, we were out drinking, and one thing led to another. All of a sudden, there was Jerry in bed with me, loving me, and maybe I was still buzzed or whatever, but I thought this was really good. At least I was sharing something of myself with someone who's close and understood all that I had been through and understood so much of what we hoped for would come, And that's where we left it. And it never happened again.
What the fuck was that?
It's David Kopay. He played for the Redskins
back in the 60s.
Yeah, the late 60s, early 70s.
And he had a one-night stand with a closeted teammate named Jerry Smith.
Yeah, it's like a documentary on Jerry Smith. Jerry Smith went on to die of AIDS in 1986.
That's certainly not funny, but
I bet you that guy was sweating though when Jerry dropped. He's like, "Oh my God, you fucked me in the ass at a Holiday Inn."
This is him.
Is he the guy that died of AIDS?
No, this is the guy you just heard from.
Oh, well, who could blame Jerry? That looks like Matthew McConaughey, for Pete's sake.
How do you end up... Boy, I've had some drunken benders.
I don't understand the one thing led to another.
One thing that just led to another. And
wasn't that great that Vince Lombardi was like, he's your kind of guy?
He's your kind of guy.
So what, is this guy openly gay? Is he a gay player?
I guess he's openly gay too, and they were teammates that were closeted, and
so Vince Lombardi just knew
each other.
Was the guy sucking his cock or making love to his ass? They didn't say.
Oh, they never get into the details.
That's a big one, though, with the HIV.
Supposedly, this guy on the line produced the documentary we were talking about.
What?
Come on. What are the odds? Paul in Jersey, go ahead.
Hey there, Paul.
Is this real?
This is real. How are you guys?
All right, buddy.
Thanks for talking about it. I actually called you guys on Tuesday and to talk about this, and I was on hold, and then Lady Di went on a rant, and I hung up.
Well, we have our priorities, sir.
Right. God, I hope she calls now.
I understand that 100%.
Or Bubba, that'd be cool.
But this is a documentary we did on Jerry Smith, who was a great player, and ended up, he was gay, and he was one of the best tight ends of his era at the time.
Isn't that always funny?
We get it.
The tight end thing.
It is.
Hilarious.
It was tough.
You sure he wasn't a wide receiver?
Yeah, Betty with a quarterback.
That doesn't make any sense, Chip.
It airs again today at 3 o'clock on NFL Network, if anybody missed it.
NFL Network.
I did hear it's pretty good. So congratulations to you, sir.
I guess that was it was probably impossible to even think about coming out back then. If you're a football player, it still is.
No, and it was a quote. We had a fight. We found a news clipping of the NFL Director of Security who compared it to espionage, that they were afraid that if they had gay players in the NFL, that they would be compromised.
Compromised? Oh, thank you, sir.
Not in that way.
I hear you.
I think we've lost interest.
Yeah, now I just don't even care anymore.
No, thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
We'll take a look at that on the NFL Network.
Wow. That is some disturbing audio.
That came out of nowhere, huh?
And that, again, is one of those situations where, as a straight guy, you kind of listen to that and it hits you wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-gay. I'm not, against gay rights or gay marriage or anything like that. But when you hear that, as a guy, you get this kind of vibe going. And that's just this natural occurrence. What are you going to do? Isn't it?
Yeah, just jerk off.
All right,
I do like that he kept it classy, though, and he said, well, we were in bed loving each other.
Loving each other.
That to me sounds disturbing. Just the loving part.
Love.
Yeah.
Like beard rubbing. That beard rubbing that the big bear men do. Yeah. They have beards and they rub them together on each other. I think Fez and fucking Dave did that once.
Yeah, they did.
It was really disturbing. Really disturbing.
And they were all in with it, too. Mm-hmm. My God. New video of what? Justin Bieber's arrest? My God.
In these pictures, but that is the car. Police stopped him when he was allegedly drag racing down the streets of Miami.
He's just a loser.
He is a fucking dick.
Complete and utter loser, Justin Bieber.
He wants to be cool, that's all.
He's looking for attention.
What the fuck? Eastside Dave being all dreamy. This is disturbing.
It's so bad.
And it looks like 8mm film.
Doesn't it? Looks like something a serial killer shot.
It seems like...
Yeah, they put like glitches in it and stuff and bad music.
There's Fez. They're both wearing tighty whities.
Yeah, tighty whities. And now Fez is crawling up and they're rubbing. And Dave's making that dumb smiley face he makes.
I'm convinced that he makes that face to stop himself from laughing.
You think that's it?
Because this is too weird.
Oh, Christ.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's jumping the film. It looks like film.
Well done.
70s gay porn type thing.
That's so bad.
How do you do this as a goof? It's like,
you want to do it?
No,
I don't mean you.
Dave, Eastside Dave is one of the rare exceptions that he can do this shit as a goof.
And
no
you just
problem.
laugh.
Yeah. Look at him laughing. Look at Dave.
Look at his chest going up.
Yeah. He's got to shut his eyes and
look at.
He's laughing. God! Now Fez is running his fingers through Dave's chest hair, and they're rubbing their beards together.
I would hate that.
It really is. Oh my God! Now Fez is going down like to his underwear and his tighty whities that are pulled all the way up to his belly button.
I'll bet you at least one person has jerked off to this.
Mm-hmm. I think it made. Didn't Ronnie talk about how it made gay sites or something?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't remember.
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't remember, but
yeah, I think it did make some gay sites.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That's disturbing, man.
Jimmy's going to Atlanta in a little bit. Punchline this weekend, right?
Tonight, tomorrow. Ticket sales very good.
Awesome.
Ticket sales amazing in DC at the. I think I'm 80% sold out already.
Good to hear. Good to fucking hear.
And late show at the Borgata on sale now. The 10:30. The other two are sold out.
Nice.
So it's February 15th.
Fun.
And our latest podcast. Go get number 37. It's our interviews with Ice Cube and Jerry Springer.
Excuse me. Opie and Anthony will be back in a moment. They have food in their mouths right now. On Sirius XM.